think you should be.
Okay, welcome back to the channel, and today, guess what? We've got more of my insanity while I just talk about map design, even though nobody asked for it, because I've got like 2 viewers, and they only watched about 3 minutes of it, according to video analytics. The point is, I looked into more of like where the balloons would go, so taking drill site and train yard that balloon didn't change, and just putting balloons all over the map. Wow, that wasn't hard. I might put one in Cap City, but it's kind of crowded, and it works fine without a balloon now. But I also kind of redid the train just a little bit, put the train through Epicenter and Cap City, so that way there's something separating it, and I'd put the train station over there. And then that way you could, actually fight about that. And then let's just look at my idea of an ideal drop right here. So we've got, 20 teams of 3 people, all right, 60 players. Can I do math? Yeah. Anyway, green and blue is each a team. Just ideal drop scenarios, 2 teams in each area. And, obviously not all the areas are taken up. And we're going to keep track of this little team in the bottom right-hand corner with the little X on it. That's our team. So we land in this dome area, right? And so there's the next ring. It's, not too far, but it's top right-hand corner. It's a little bit further away from us, and there's a bunch of different places around here, right? So let's just look at all the options we have. Different options. We could go towards sorting, towards lava, to the ring, towards, geyser, overlook. There's a couple different options there. Right? And every team has an option to go somewhere, because what we've done is we've eliminated one blue team because one team won the fight. And now everybody else is by themselves, so they're moving somewhere. So there's all these options, and there's plenty of unlooted places and places near the ring, and they all kind of move. So we're just going to move everybody. Now, everybody's moved to a new location that either wasn't looted or is inside the ring. And as you can see, a couple of them, there's 2 teams there, right? So what we're going to do with that is make those 2 teams fight. So boom, those teams go away, and the other teams move into the ring. Now, this ring would be closed, and people would be looting and moving through here. As you can see, our team makes it inside the ring. There's a couple different options to go there, right? So what we're actually going to do is now have these teams fight. Okay, so now that these 2 teams are these teams in Capital, there's 3 people in Capital. That's not unheard of. There's a team in Epicenter that won. Our team won the fight, so we're just gonna keep moving that fight. And as you can see, the next circle will be closing in. So every team moves to the next circle. Every team can move to a new place, either Refinery, Epicenter. Everybody has somewhere that they can go to. And obviously, one team got lucky, and they're just holding ring. And 2 teams now have 2 locations to fight over. So as we kind of move to the next part where these teams fight, wow, each team wins a fight. Now we've got a closing circle with 3 different teams, and each of the 3 teams has a location that they're at that's inside the ring, which they can fight from and then position for next ring. Ta-da! That seems pretty easy to me that they would have figured that out. I think this is a pretty decent way of looking at things. So just bear with me. We're going to look at, let's say the ring ends like this. And this happens a lot on the normal map. This is how the map looks right now. So keep in mind, we're still the team that landed in the bottom right in the dome. And this ring is pretty common. It ends just on the outside of Capital City, where most people kind of travel through. And again, we did all the teams, everybody, just an ideal landing. 2 teams land at a spot, nothing too different. And, obviously Capital would probably have 2 or 3 teams, but let's just say those teams get eliminated. Now, looking at where these teams can move, if we're in the bottom, we can move to Lava City, but that really doesn't put us inside the ring. Sorting Factory can go to Field Depot, but again, just not inside the ring. I mean, almost every other team has to move to Capital. There's nowhere else to go. They can't rotate to a new city. They can't fight at a new city because those are outside the ring. Where does the team in Capital go? Because they can't rotate to anywhere except maybe Epicenter, but Epicenter sucks, so why would you rotate there? They can't go to any new location to start a fight. They have nowhere to go. They just kind of wait. And so every team is going to have to move to Capital from this side of the map. So they just end up running into these terrible fight situations where they can't go anywhere or do anything about it. So if we look at just specifically our team, our little team in the corner here, we can't go to the tree. There's that huge area of the dome that's just wasteland. We can't really go to Sorting Factory without a fight, way outside ring. Same thing with Geyser. Or, that huge long route all the way to Capital City. We could take that and be safe. But again, that's not fun. Who designed this? Please just... I mean, I don't think I'm using a lot of brain cells, ever. But I think I've got this figured out, maybe. I mean, sometimes I forget how to tie my shoes, but I think I understand this, right? Let's just move all the teams, right? Let's just say everybody moves to the ring. Anybody notice the problem with Capital City? Yeah, there's everybody in Capital City. Everybody. It's insane. So obviously there's going to be massive fights, which can be fun, but sometimes it's overwhelming and you just get third-partied and you get cheated and it's not fun. So looking at our team, we've got their team moving out of Geyser and just going into the city. So we get kind of lucky here, right? And let's just make everybody fight. Obviously, there's one team at Field Depot that camps the tower that's just inside the ring and they win. And one team wins out Cap City. And our team hits Volt and just, they get lucky, so we're just chilling inside the ring. And there's just, those guys over at Epicenter. Now there's only 4 teams left, and it's the second ring. It's one of those games where it's been going on for almost 18 minutes because you spent most of it walking, but there's only 4 teams left, and now you don't know where anybody is. And you don't know where loot is because we can't rotate to Overlook. It was landed on. Capital City's been landed on. Obviously, there's big fights over there, and you don't want to get too involved with them right away without knowing where everybody is or what's happening. So let's just say the ring starts closing because we're just kind of chilling with Vault loot, I guess. If the ring closes near Refinery, we can't really go to Overlook. We can go through it. Everybody from Capital has to come to Epicenter or Refinery, and that just leaves 3 teams in one spot, including us, the 4th team, just coming in at the end, and everybody's just at the very edge of the ring, and there's these huge open wide areas of just grass that don't even have rocks over by Refinery and Overlook. Epicenter sucks. Over to the left of Refinery, there's nothing. Capital City's already just been a wasteland. I guess the train comes through here. That's something kind of interesting, right? So, yeah, this is a big no. See this? This is big no. This sucks. This map is not designed well. I don't understand how they tested this, or if they should change the ring because the ring kind of moves like it does for Kings Canyon, because it's definitely a smaller map and there's just so much open space here. And the separations with the mountains is ridiculous. You can't fly over any of them with a balloon. You can't transport anywhere. You really can't do anything. I don't know if they just ran out of time or thought they didn't have to run out of room. I just think that they could fix this map and make it so much better. So, if you agree with me, like this picture of my map, and just, share it somewhere, I don't know. Or at least get people talking about this, because I think changing the map is possible. I think that's something that they can do or at least be aware of for the next map. Because if we have another bad map, Apex will die, and I'll probably still be playing it, but screaming about it in a video like this. Also complaining to my friends, who are probably the only people watching this anyway. But you get the point. So, that's all I've got for today.